Sunday night, so it must be time for Dungeons and Dragons with Reckless Moves, a live broadcast of D&D with some great players. I'm Michael Cremeen, I'm the Dungeon Master, which is both an exercise in love and futility. Because these players are great, and their job is to make sure that all the plans I've made get thrown out on a regular basis. I'm going to start with introductions. In a triumphant return, we have Rob, who plays Gust. Tell us about your character, please.
Hello, it's been a while. So I'm a pretty big dude. I happen to be blue. And Janasi, which means that my dad's kind of like a genie. No big whoops. So I hit things pretty good because I'm a barbarian, but I'm also kind of got some secret sauce because I have dabbled with becoming a warlock.
A multi-class. Roger, how you doing? Tell us about Ridley.
I am here. I am Ridley Quinn. I am kind of a dark character. Some people call me the emo elf. Mostly it's me calling myself that. I'm a Shadar Kai, and I'm a phantom rogue. I stab things twice. I can disappear, I can fly, I can float, I can pass through walls and people, but mostly I just kill things. And I do it very well.
Very nice. We'll see about that. I mean, yeah, that's what he does. Mandy, what is Oobleck?
Hi, I'm Oob. I am a plasmoid warlock. I'm from outer space, and I'm very, I'm just here for a good time, and I do what I please, really.
Nice. Colin, tell us about Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur is a tiefling bard, which basically means he's a horny dude that likes raw food. And some refer to him as a brute with a lute. I mean, that's just how he rolls.
And traveling, we have in absence Rockham. Rockham is a little he's a little guy. He's an artificer. He's a mechanical artificer, and he likes to run in and do lots of things to make things tough. I soak a lot of damage.
He's a good little guy.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
And so, let me do a short recap to bring people up to speed. We have quite a decision to make for the party. Learned a lot after the sudden death of Perphonos, who got sliced in half by a massive Merilith, who is the guardian of the entrance to one portal into the abyss. Usus, when you finally reached that portal as a party, you realized and found that Usus said, if you bring the sword of Zariel, that Usus will be able to help you get to and negotiate with someone named Tasha. That was what she said. Now, in saying that she wants the sword of Zariel, who is, as some of you with especially the lore bard told everyone, Zariel is basically the ruler of Avernus, the first of the 9 hells. You don't know a lot about yet. However, you are aware that you have access with the help of Agnon to, the library in Alraziel. So there are things you may be able to learn. Um, but in your discussion before you turned in for the night to get your long rest, which I applied to everyone, you did notice a couple things. One, everyone that Perphonos minions and the part of the temple that was bringing fiends into the world, they were always demons. Now, in the Blood War, in your time in the development of the worlds in the multiverse, the Blood War is just starting up again between the Abyss and the Nine Hells. So, knowing this and how everyone you see is a demon, it was a couple of you said, well, maybe we could actually, being the enemy of my enemy of their friend, find this Zariel and see if they could help you ebb the Blood War back to balance. And in your time, if you recall, back on the planet where you ran into the Druid of the Old Ways, your old buddy, you remembered that in the last time there was the Blood Wars spilled into a planet, his planet was destroyed. The entire world was burned to ash. Which is why 1,000 years ago you came here. And Oob remembers going on Gillen, where the Woodfolk are from. There was a incident where Oob entered a crystal thing
A big rock.
and went back in time and saw kind of the beginning of this blood war. Like, saw a little bit of truth, not knowing how that all fits in yet. But those are where you are now. And so it is morning after a amazing breakfast and some of the best coffees, herbal teas you've ever had. You're now back in the throne room with Agnon, and that's where we pick it up. So as I always say, hey party, what do you do?
We need to go find that sword. I think that's
Robbie, we're not getting your sound.
Hello?
Yes,
There we
go.
go.
There we go.
That's good.
I saw your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear your words, and that's not right.
I'd just like to inform everyone that Gus has just been informed of caffeine. He's a little upset, and he is taking as much from the first haul as he could bring.
Okay.
nice.
So you see me with two giant coffers of this wonderful bean juice.
I love it. Put it in
Okay.
a flask.
Oh yeah, flagons. Oh, I got flagons. So, what are we gonna do? I've been really, really excited about talking to a devil.
Yeah, I mean, if we need to get the sword to
Yeah,
make
this-
nice with, the scary lady, then let's go find the sword.
I
and
mean,
talk to Sasha.
You say scary, I saw powerful. I mean, she's got it.
Well, you know,
I thought she was hot.
whatever floats y'all's boat.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
She's
they
got
called
6
them.
arms.
Yeah, they called them muscle mommies.
Yeah. Ridley was a fan. I do remember that.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe
So,
was
you know-
infatuated.
So Agnon, as you all are approaching, Agnon says, well, I did ask, and hands Ridley this vial. Says, I have had this transported here for you. I hope this helps you in your journey.
Oh, the
Oh,
items.
McMill, thank you very much.
Oh,
It is, we did have to, pay for that, and thank you for the contribution. But how may we help you? So we can offer you.
You got a party of adventurers that wants to go for a sword.
We need to get to Avernus.
I think you're the party.
That would be us.
How we might be able to help would be if you need access to information, if you need transportation.
Transportation would be nice. Can you tell us how to go to hell?
I mean, I've been told that a lot of times in my life.
So have I, but no
But
one's
no
actually
one's
given
ever
me
told me the
directions.
directions.
Can you tell us how to get to hell?
You gotta take a ride on Boo Lane.
Dude. It's something about flying spirit air.
Oh. Facts. Oh my gosh.
Now, as you know, here in Analoria, we do have a somewhat a truce with the lands to the west. And to the south.
Mhm.
There have been. Now, as you know, it only has been, half a year. I have not done all the research. But you have found there are many ways into the abyss, as there are many ways into the nine hells, none of which are easy. There's an entrance to a city far to the south, which I do not have a transport portal, but we do have. If you wait another day, the repairs that you've been waiting for could be good enough to fly, not necessarily through the multiverse, but at least in, from one land to another.
All right.
There's a couple ways that I know. One would be access through a city called Baldur's Gate.
Never heard of it.
There's another less appealing entrance, which you would have to go back north and negotiate with that dragon again.
I think Oob will pass on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
hard
didn't
to
really go so well for us before.
The
Baldur's
other
Gate
way
sounds
would be to
fantastic.
fly to the west and look for a tower very similar to Celesto,
No, let's go
And
to that.
Celeste may have, if you reach out to him, now that Performance is dead, he may be able to help you get to that tower entrance where it's not pleasant. But if you go to our library, you may find at least some ancient scrolls or something, because we have had it, over many, many years. There have been adventurers who have made it, some back enough to give us little bits of information about Avernus. No one has really descended into the other layers and lived to give us information. But we do have.
Fortunately, we only have to go to Avernus, as far as we know.
Then you may want to he goes and whispers to an acolyte, take these people, give them this pass. And he writes on a little small piece of vellum, in not pulling out a quill, but using his finger to write something, and then he takes from his pocket a stamp and stamps it.
I
And
lean
he
over to
nods.
Ulan and go, I think his blood is ink.
And
Creepy.
if you are so inclined to do some research, Acolyte Juan will take you.
I'd point at it and say, multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
Is this a lifetime pass or a one-time pass?
Good question, Oob.
This is a pass to the library. If you need
Oh.
access to other things, we can make arrangements.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need access to everything, everywhere, all the time.
So, my vote, Oob's vote, is Baldur's Gate. I think that sounds easiest.
I've heard they throw some good parties there.
I think you might want to research that before you say easiest.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, relative. I don't want to talk to dragons.
No one has successfully laid siege to Baldur's Gate in 1800 years.
Well, do we have to lay siege to it, or do
Yeah,
we
we
have to
don't want to
the
fight them. We
portal?
just want to go in
I
and
understand.
pass through.
I mean, Boulder Gate does just sound like some jerkwater town. I mean, like, how important is it really?
Isn't like Neverwinter? I mean, the
Never
pinnacle of
who's?
society.
Oh,
I don't like winter.
yeah. I mean, screw that. Like, I'm more of a fall guy myself.
Well, yeah, Neverwinter.
Oh,
Fall
right.
is something you could do with Neverwinter.
Oh,
You just
well,
never want winter.
that sounds like a good place for me. So, I mean, going down to hell sounds good. Why don't we just call Celestos? I mean, if he seems the way to get us into the front of the line, if it wills, sounds good. I don't think he's let us down before.
Yeah, does Rockham have the... Does he have a sending stone to Celesto?
I do.
Oh, perfect. All right, little middleman.
Well,
Yeah.
why
Oh,
don't,
man.
Gus,
why don't
I wasn't.
I think
I wasn't sure if Gus would be so interested or so eager to go to Avernus, since where we were just yesterday was quite uncomfortable because it was very hot.
That's true. I do
Oh,
not
feel a little
want to
steamy.
use. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I prefer to call it misting, but yeah.
Mistborn, maybe?
Arthur enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was like on a beach. Finally felt comfortable. You
It's
guys
like a
don't know
sauna.
You guys don't know the sacrifices that I make to travel with you.
So was Gus just hopping around like he was on a hot beach? Like, ow.
No, it's more just I don't like it here.
Yeah,
It's so hot.
Yeah. Or more Nordic. I'd like to think my outfit is entirely North Face branded.
Well, I figured since Gust has the frost and the ice and all that stuff, that the hot places wouldn't be quite so comfortable.
No. I'm not retiring in the tropics.
Especially the one that we were in.
This is true.
There was lots of lava and fire and
None of that. That's not one of my vacation homes.
really powerful bad guys.
Well, I like that part.
Oh,
So, Rockham, can
It
you
wasn't
make a
going so
phone
well.
call?
Well, what'd you like me to say?
25 words of intelligent message.
Here,
to
why don't I
convey
just
all of
I-
our message.
Why don't you talk to him?
It does that?
Arthur? Where's Arthur?
Whoever holds the stone can
Yeah.
talk to Celesto.
You have the power, Arthur.
Yeah, you're
Arthur had
both
to go deal with a hound that got loose and was making
Oh,
a lot
no,
of
a
noise.
hellhound.
So
Um,
so
all right,
stand by.
Well,
He's on a personal
what do
quest.
we want to know? What do we want to know?
We want to know if he can get us into to Avernus, right?
He has
Safely.
He has maybe an end to a temple entrance.
Yes.
So,
So we need to find out.
okay. So 25 words. Here,
Yeah.
you tell me what to say.
We
Robbie,
need
you're good at
to
this.
go to Avernus.
Counting?
I am good. Gus isn't
Oh,
good
wait.
at this.
Can you get us a fast pass, please?
That's only 15.
Nice.
Do we want to say anything else?
I'll say yes. Hi Celesto, it's Rockham.
There you go. There's your 5.
That's only 4. Oh, that's 7. That's 9.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we need to get to Avernus because we need to get Zariel's sword, but maybe also partner with him. So call back. And
You know, you're like the most useful toaster oven ever.
Yeah, it's true. It's a real multi-tool.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
just
like a toaster oven and a microwave.
I mean,
all
the
wrapped up into
hats
one.
on you. Well,
He's an air fryer.
yeah.
Air
Agnon gets
fryers.
a message also. And oh. Okay. And Rockham hears.
Of
I
course,
talked to
now
Agnon.
Arthur comes back.
I said, I'll meet you in the library because I have a portal both to the temple, to the library, and you won't like where I can take you to Avernus.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess we're meeting him in the library then.
Apparently.
Oh, I got over.
I don't know that we're going to like Avernus very much anyway.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I got-
how much more unappealing can you make hell?
Right?
That's a good point.
Well, we're only going to the first level. Gets a lot less appealing once you get closer to level 9.
I can only imagine.
Well, what he said was
I don't
no
think you
one
can.
has ever provided them any information past Avernus. Like
So that's like,
no,
the
there's
deepest
only
layer.
lore, but
No, Avernus is the top layer. We're
but no
just
one's gone.
scratching the surface.
No one's gone down to report back.
Yeah, no one's come back from going deeper. To be
But-
specific. But we don't want to go deeper. We just want to scratch the surface, just very lightly
Yeah.
scratch the surface and maybe have a chat and maybe just
Get the
Pilfer.
sword and get out.
pilfer one little item.
Yeah. Surely they'll understand.
We need their
I've
help.
got my super magical gloves to steal everything.
Super magical gloves and
non-detection.
steal everything.
With non-detection,
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
plus 87.
That's gonna come in handy.
That's all we need.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess it kind of depends on the context, but are we gonna try to be sneaky about taking the sword, or are we just gonna ask him for it?
That's the rub there.
Hmm.
don't think we're gonna.
Do
ask
we
for
go in and try to talk to Zariel, or do we go in and somebody creates a distraction while I try to steal the sword?
You know, actually, Oob and Rock'em both, I feel like, could make a pretty good distraction. Plus, we
Yes.
got Arthur, who is, you know,
And
he can
Gust.
have
Who's
some
a
musical background.
So this
big
is
distraction.
fascinating, but
I would like to kindly point out I am never
Acolyte Juan says, "Well, this is fascinating conversation. I think we should head to the library. So if you
Let's
follow
go.
me, please."
You got it, gentlemen.
Okay.
I am trying to walk exactly like this person.
Oh my
so I am
god.
walking this way.
Walk this way. I didn't. I should have anticipated. that.
Igor.
Walk this way. Oh god. I want
I
to watch
love
that
Marty
now.
Feldman.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Marty Feldman was the fucking best.
All right. So, Acolyte Juan walks you to. It's not very far. It's about a 10-minute walk, and from the last time you were outside these streets in the capital, the last time you're here was. Yes, Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein. Excuse me, Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
I was not ready for those pictures. So
he,
that
is,
was a jump
he
scare.
is such a great actor. Oh my
Anyway.
god.
So there's a guy with eyes that look different ways that's standing outside the library and says, "We cleared the library for you. So feel free to enter."
Oops, like which I tried.
Have a good time.
Have you always had that hump?
What hump?
Never mind.
So here,
For some reason,
No
the
copy
library
libraries,
has
but there.
completely cleared for you. You
Oh,
have
Nice.
access to
Very nice.
all the stacks with unfettered view, and while you're looking around, and there is a catalog book and a log book on the desk, and suddenly you hear a weird sound, and Celesto appears.
oh,
Hey.
what?
It is
What
good
up,
to
dog?
see you.
I did tell you that I would be here, and thank you for reaching out. I've been informed from Agnon, who is the only one that knew my location. Is it true that Perphonos is no more?
That is correct.
I mean, surely you have a scry spell or something. You could probably tell yourself that.
Well,
we
oh,
could pull the top half of him out of the bag of holding.
yeah, right. I mean, he's half the man he used to be.
Little shorter,
My
less
only,
magical.
first of all, quite an accomplishment. I don't know. I would be interested in how you bested him.
We didn't best him.
Yeah.
We'd
The
have
hot
to.
lady.
We
I
looked at
mean,
him. We
shit.
looked at him
Yes.
wrong.
My understanding is that he had his magic and perhaps his very soul taken.
Yes.
Oh, his magic was taken first, but I have his soul, and I hold up the soul trinket that I have.
That's right.
Oh,
I have his soul
that's
right here.
why his soul. I do have.
Oh.
I tried to reach out to find him, and I could not find. I could not talk to his soul through another plane.
I have him for safekeeping.
Yeah, just as a small check-in, guys. Are we sure we're still the good guys? We got right people's souls and bottles.
We have good intentions.
Yeah. It's all for the greater good. It's fine.
I've heard those phrases before.
Yeah.
We're like,
Oh,
on
just
my
check it in.
planet.
You've
my
got to
planet, we
break
have a
some
skyfall.
eggs to make an omelet.
Just
Yeah.
check it in. Just making sure.
On my
Even if
planet,
those eggs
we have
happen
this
to be
guy called
sold.
Batman, and we're kind of like him.
I like it.
Let me find some information that may help. You won't like it. And he basically disappears, and you see him reappear.
Why do
On the
people
second
keep telling
floor
us
of
what we
stacks.
will and won't like?
Oh, no one can see. What's going on? Why can't the... Oh.
I can
Wow.
see. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah,
fog
the
war, but
stream can't. I'm just going to change this to be we don't need vision. Hold on. So you can see the whole library.
okay.
1 second, please.
Oh. This place smells a bit like mildew and dust mites.
Yeah. Is there a restricted section?
You mean porn, don't you, Arthur?
No.
Bards! Oh,
I'm
every time.
I'm looking for the good magic.
The good or the good bad?
I
Sometimes
mean,
they're the same.
I'm
I was gonna
trying
say
to
the
change
same
the
thing.
map so that we don't have fog of war. 1 second, because it's easier for the stream too. Aha!
Get a magic eraser.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Celesto on the second
Yeah.
floor is digging through some books and pulls open a map. He descends back to you and lays out some stuff on this table.
Ooh.
Well,
I like his robes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
did have them cleaned.
You look spiffing.
I like
Um,
that.
The mark of Mick Jagger's on this rug.
He hands a descriptive book to Arthur. Says, I believe that you can read Infernal, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So he
I
hands
checked my
you
character
something
sheet, but
written
yeah.
in Infernal.
Okay. I will read it.
Out loud or to yourself?
It's a description. What is the guy's name? Second. Just 1 second.
I'll read it to myself first, and then I'll read it out loud. But I want to make sure that, like in grade school, how you read ahead a little bit to make sure you don't like jack up when the teacher calls on you to read. That's what I'm doing.
It's a letter from Barf to Dark Helmet,
Right.
comparing sizes of Schwartz.
It's a journal of someone named Ministers says, as the only survivor of a party of 30, I leave this should I not make it back. And it says, the skies of Avernus are perpetually aflame with a hellish blood-red hue. Across the horizon, jagged, dark silhouettes of mountains and craggy wastelands stretch as far as my eyes can see, bathed in a sickly glow from the burning rivers of magma that snake through the plains. The ground is cracked and barren, with swirling dust storms that choke out the sun, leaving us having to cover our faces and leaving the land in perpetual twilight. From every direction, we see the debris of countless battles, broken war machines, weapons half buried in ash, and mountains of bones. Some human, some not. A flying fortress looms in the sky. A massive iron citadel hovering above the scorched earth. It looks more like a brutal weapon of war than a home. Black, jagged, and armored with spikes and hellish runes. It drifts ominously across Avernus, casting an ever-present shadow, its form occasionally obscured by clouds of ash or rivers of molten fire flowing beneath it. Every step seems to drive half of us to madness. The cacophony of infernal sounds making us unable to sleep. The air itself hums with low, almost imperceptible, constant vibration with sounds of torment. Winds howl through the canyons and over the plains, carrying with them the distant screams of souls damned. In the distance, we hear the crash of armies, the clang of metal and metal. But we don't see anyone fighting. We do hear roars of war machines grinding their way across the landscape. The stench of brimstone fills the air, sharp and sulfurous, burning your nostrils at every breath. It smells of burnt flesh, fire and ash mixed with the acrid taste of iron and blood. There's a persistent scent of decay as the endless battles have left the land littered with the corpses of the fallen. What we thought were mounds and hills were actually bones and rotten bodies slowly rotting in the oppressive heat. The rivers of molten lava and pools of bubbling tar spew toxic fumes, making it hard to distinguish where the smells of burning earth and the corruption of the soul's suffering begins. The fortress? You'll know it long before you see it. They say the sky itself darkens when that cursed structure approaches, but it's more like blackness. It's not just a place, it's an assault on the senses. The very air you breathe feels wrong. I hope that you find this journal and that it gives you a warning. Never come here. And it's signed minister, leader of the Fifth.
First of all, for some reason, I have a reason to applaud a person named Michael. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling a certain way because that was some good shit.
That was some good
Yeah.
shit.
Agreed.
So thank you, Michael God, for blessing us with
Michael
this man's
Bard.
admissions. Well done to whoever he and
Dungeon Master God has graced
Yeah.
us with.
it was if the creator of this universe decided to give us a journal entries.
Yes, and I will share
It
that
was a
with you
soliloquy of
by
fear and loathing.
a mind message
Oh,
that will, in your own journal, will appear in writing. In a weird, there's this word email. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Oh, I took ridiculous notes. So I have ridiculous notes
nice.
of your
And so-
amazing soliloquy there.
And so
Nice.
Celesto says to Arthur, well, I couldn't have said it better myself. If anyone asks me about Vernus, my only word is, don't go.
But we must.
But have
Oh.
fun. I do have ways
Yeah.
of getting you there.
Can you do it without killing us?
Well,
Is-
I could get you there, but that's not right. Like,
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure when I die, that's where I'll be going. But I'd like to go there this time without dying first.
Yeah, ideally.
Once I get there, all bets are off, I'm sure.
and he unfolds, if I can share this with you. Yes.
But my queen looks over me.
She raven shaped.
Possibly.
Or you just got a woman back in your hometown. I don't.
I think you're gonna have to do
She's
like
just
on
slightly more
Alraziel, which
sexy
is
than the
look at
snake lady.
You'll probably have to
Ah.
look at the stream to see this. Oh, maybe I can share it with you. Hold on. Let's see if it works. Oh, I have to put a stream
Something's
token in
happening.
or else you can't see it. Wait, what happened?
Looks like the map of Avernus is coming up.
Yes, but it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. I just had to put a token. 1 second. I'm looking for the stream token. Give me a. There we go.
You do not
There you
own
go.
any token with vision in this scene.
Yep.
I have
Just give
been
me a
told
second.
by the gods.
Did it work?
Map is black, but it is
I
not
know,
a
I'm
super
looking.
massive black
1
map.
second.
Makes me feel a little better.
Oh. Why is it black? Maybe it has to. Let me.
I was told today that the library near me had a group of people playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they were all in costume.
Really?
Aw, that's so
Nice.
cute.
That's fun.
So I will have to look into that. Once again, I can be the ancient one for the younglings. Teach them of the old ways of Thaco. Oh, there we go.
Whoa. Cool.
That's
Okay.
scary. I'm seeing a lot of words that I'm not happy with.
So this is what you see
Demon
as you
dagger.
unfold the map.
Oh,
And
okay.
Celestial rolls
That's
this
super
out and says, "This is one of 5, so you may take this with you."
Hmm.
What the only place that I can send you. Whoops, I have 2 tokens of.
Yeah, that's some really cool visuals, man. You can zoom in super close and pick up some really neat things. Love this map.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it for the stream too. Yeah, there we go.
Well, again, that's Foundry
Yeah.
4K maps.
So what Celestial says is, well, I have only 2 places that I feel confident to teleport you to. One, it's all the way to Arkan's tower near the monument of Tiamat. I don't think that you have to pick the lesser of many evils of where you're going to go.
I'd like to stay away from Tiamat if I could.
Well, that's a monument, Tiamat, not. We actually don't even know. Now, the other place I know may even be worse.
Oh.
Beautiful.
There's a portal right near the Stygian dock in the river Styx, but it is right near the dock, which is guarded by horrid creatures and devils, near a sea of maggots.
Ew.
Protein.
I mean, I've been on many seas. I would not like to go to a maggot sea.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a maggot sea, but near between
you
the
can
Tower
see
of Verm,
maggots.
the hell wasp nests, and the Stygian dock, there is the only place I have ever visited where I could send you. Now, if I go, since I have once communicated with Cybriex, if I go, they will know where we are at all times. So I can send you, but I cannot join you.
Hmm.
We can't go near the demon zapper.
Well, you're not a demon, so that probably
Right,
wouldn't
so it would be
affect
safe
you.
for us.
But bear in
Yeah.
mind, everywhere you go, there will be 2 things I'm sure of. Devils and their minions will be hard to avoid.
Avernus,
And
we're dealing with devils,
what's not on the
demons.
map is flying above you is the floating fortress of Zerial. So
So we need a giant umbrella of camouflage. Why did no one ask for that?
I can become a rock if that helps.
and the only way, even if you
Camouflage,
could
it
get
makes
through
sense.
Baldur's Gate, would be to find their entrance, which is just down the river of the Styx. So you're gonna need your vessel will not make it, but you could acquire or find
Celesta,
one.
once we're there, do you know where we need to go? Is it on this map?
You need to above this entire map floats the floating tower of Zerial.
Okay, so we need to get there and be able to fly.
Or be captured.
I like flying better
I
because I can do that.
I leave it to
And I
you.
think Gus can help everyone else with that. I'm pretty sure that Rockham can do it on his own.
Yeah, I can fly. I have the boots.
Nice.
We're kind of set. I have a broom. Rockham has boots. And I think Gus has the spell.
Gus
I
can
get-
fly.
I can fly.
But
Can
Gus,
you
can you fly
help
other people? Because I can
Oob
only fly
and
myself.
Arthur?
Well, if Oob is like a pebble,
Yeah.
I can summon my Pegasus.
that's right. Like our coolest mount,
That's right.
our
Oh,
only mount. I forgot all about your badass.
you can
angry
summon a
bird.
flying mount.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have the capability to fly.
And Arthur, you could always
But
join me
Celestial
on my
says, but I
broom, but
caution
we
you,
go a lot slower.
flying to the tower and getting in the tower are different things. So
Well,
you'll have to find a way.
where there's a Rockham, there's a way.
That's true.
Yeah, we can do
He
it.
has spoons.
But do we want to go which would be closer? Like near the docks or near the big monument of Tiamat, that big skull? Like,
Well, we don't know because the fortress is floating.
and it floats across everywhere at one point, but
Right.
you don't know how often.
Right. As
what the
far as we
path
know, it's
is.
random.
It could be random. You ever watch like The Office when they're waiting for the DVD screensaver to move from corner and like they hit the
Yes.
corner?
Yeah.
Imagine that's
very
the
rare.
floating fortress.
Very rare.
You don't know where it's going, and you don't know if it's going to make it all the way to the corner.
That makes sense. So
But
once we get
odds
there, we
are-
may have to wait for it.
Or go looking for it, which is not something that we really want to do.
I'd rather not wander around too much.
Yeah, I feel like we would attract some eyes.
So perhaps if we could find a place to hide and wait.
So the unfortunate thing that I am thinking of is that we will be more likely to find it faster in the middle of hell versus in the corners.
Stygian dock. Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celeste, do you know anything about these sundered chains? Is that just a landmark, I hope?
The what?
You got the Stygian dock, and right near that is the sundered chains. And I see big chains on the map. So I'm thinking if we appear near the Stygian dock, there's like a little mountain there. And perhaps some hills or something we could hide in and lay low until the fortress comes near us. But if those chains are more than just a landmark, that may not work for us.
Those are, I mean, again, I've been to two places. I believe the chains are a legacy of the Blood War where someone was powerful, was held by those chains, and they broke and left these massive chains.
Well, let's hope he stays on a whole different part of the map.
Yeah, I'd like to stay away from anything that's labeled, really.
I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but like, I'm fairly sure I could make a condo in one of the links of those chains.
Probably.
Now, bear in mind, I've only been to 2 places, but it's not 100% me sending you to a specific place. I do my best, but there's no guarantees.
Well, we could take this map, as that's what you said, right?
Correct.
So we can have some semblance of an idea of perhaps where we
land.
wind up.
Are you using the teleport method, Celeste? Is that what you're doing?
That's, well, sort of. I have to create a rift, a gate, if you will. In a way, I'm going to.
Here's the hellhounds already.
Yeah. Good luck.
Here's so much help. We love it. This is gonna go well.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but it'll be okay.
And
It's exciting.
because of the language, it looks like he only has the message spell for Ridley, Oobleck, and Rob.
Gust.
Yeah, for Gust. I'm preparing to send a message with the. Because he has to transcribe what was read, because you can't take that journal with you. That's part of the library. But he's making a transcription.
So we're gonna get the map in our head. Basically.
You're getting the what you heard from. I'm sending what you heard from Minister, the leader of the Fifth.
Okay, what Arthur read to us. Okay.
Yes. I just saw Rob.
I
looked
just saw a
different.
Mel.
I just
There was
saw
a
Gus.
Flash of
Gus-
a Mel.
Gus transformed.
What?
Transformed into. It must be an illusion.
Gus, you've become beautiful with a potato.
He's been accused of a lot, but that wasn't it.
But he had a potato. The prince of all potatoes.
The potato prince.
And Mandy, you know he has missed you.
I know, I miss my little potato.
He misses you very much.
So we'll be really glad to get to hang out.
Gus, what happened?
But-
You were beautiful for a moment. It was as if there was a beautiful wife
Oh,
on the camera for a moment.
I
For a
know.
moment.
Miss
And then it
Melinda is the
became
prettier.
Gus again.
She is way prettier than me. I do not deserve it.
It's the first time he's ever said that.
Oh.
In front of you, I've heard it before.
Thank you, Rob. You'll get your customary $50 in the envelope this week.
And use it too. I need more rum.
Right. I love to brag about wife. Wife is awesome.
Oh,
Yes, she is.
there
He
you
has
go.
transcribed the description of Avernus and a copy of the map.
With the spell of email.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
I sent the description, but I'm sending
What a fantastical spell that is.
it is.
It is a pretty sick spell.
It's one of the very few spells that Ridley has access to.
Never used.
Otherwise, Ridley is a magical idiot. My powers are divine.
So
magical.
I don't know what you want to do.
Before you teleport us, Mr. Celesto, I would like to search the library very quickly for any book that would describe the creatures in the first layer of hell.
Oh. Let's take a look.
Good choice of verbiage there, Mr. Collins / Arthur.
With your roll a Arcana.
Roll a D100 that can only get
No,
100.
just an Arcana check. Does he
21.
That's pretty damn good.
What's crazy
21,
is
I
that
like
was
that.
that was an 8 on the die. So
Wow.
That's all right. It came out to be a 21, and if it's not enough, Rockham can fix it for you.
it's true. Rockham is a fixer.
Because Rockham can add at least 10 to it.
That's such a ridiculous statement. I know it's true, but it's
Robbie, we can't hear you again. You're talking
you
into the ether.
hear- With a 21, you hear some words with very little description. You hear about Amnezu, who are here. Let's see if this can be. Why is? Hold on a second. Is the oh, I have to connect. Never mind. Just give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can share some of these to these pictures. Yeah, you see. A picture of this drawn.
I like him.
I like him.
Yeah, he looks like an awesome grandpa.
Whoa.
Awesome grandpa.
hmm
All you know about them is that they
Looks like Chet with wings.
His wings do not look functional.
yeah, his wings look like Arthur's
they
horns.
are the
More for style than
watchers
function.
from
Chet from Weird
Powers
Science.
and the it's like Chad from Weird Science.
With wings.
Kind of does. I didn't
Googling
see it until you said it.
Well, you know, I spot those things.
Oh. You're so right. It's the shape of the head.
Uh-huh.
That is so funny. I like his wing rings.
I'm telling you, he's an awesome grandpa.
Betty has some stories.
So am I.
Oh, that's true.
I am the Pop Hop.
You see a reference to flesh golems, which you are familiar with already.
We've killed quite a few of those.
But these seem
That's not right.
they're described as massive compared to what was created in the asylum, the hospital, and when you were in the northeastern city where Rock. Oh yeah. Rockin says, I remember those guys. They were making them. They were just like they were making some of me. Remember?
Well, it looks like these are
Yeah.
a lot bigger.
You also hear references to hell wasps,
Nice.
which
That doesn't sound fun.
they,
I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound fun. I know what a wasp is, and they're assholes.
What is described in the journal as well, they look like wasps. They have metallic wings, sword-like talons, and they are very intelligent. These are not the wasps we know in our land.
They're very horny out of their assholes.
And then
That's-
you
that's
have
true.
a reference to Abishai, which I think you are familiar with.
Guys,
You
ever
come up with
noticed?
Abishai?
Yeah. Guys, ever noticed that like the
You
big bad
have.
things?
I will. You've seen them before in the here. Let me pull up the map now that we've seen this here.
And again,
This is
if
what
we
the
can-
Abishai looked like. He fought them once,
Yeah,
a long
Nice.
time ago.
yeah.
It was a blue
not-
one, but these look different. And that's all you really, as digging through like journals, that's what you find. The only thing
That's
you
what
know
I say.
about,
If we can appear near the Stygian dock and hide in the mountains there until the fortress passes over us or near us, we can get to it without having to fight everything in Avernus, would be really advantageous.
I would agree with this.
I mean, you mentioned like a river Styx. I'm one hell of a pilot. Well, ship captain.
It's
Very
a river of
true.
lava, Gust.
Yeah, but like if it's a river, they've come up with ships for it.
But you have to be dead to get on
That
those.
does seem like an inconvenience.
Yeah, just a lot of bit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But try to avoid the river Styx.
Oh, I'm gonna completely and utterly cross it off my list of things to do before I die.
Yeah,
Because
it's
when I
not,
die-
it's not like a Styx River where like the groundhogs have put sticks in it to dam it up to make their home. This one's different. This one's like the band Styx.
So like
With-
repetitive and a little bit redundant.
Yes,
And very
but alluring. Just the
but
same.
alluring and awesome to bring in head to. I like all the words you just said, sir. All right, Avante. I think we got our information.
Yeah, is there anything as the most studying?
Arthur, did you take notes of everything that you just discovered in those books?
I did not. I trusted that my trusty
Son of a biscuit. We have
A
to
robot.
rely on Rockham for everything.
Sorry, Rockham.
Not only is he a camera, a tape recorder, and a day journal, he also puts down your.
Yeah,
He's a voice
Truly.
recorder.
truly the Swiss Army knife of characters.
At least for us.
yeah. So as a reminder, you once ran into an Abishai up in Maravek when you helped
Okay.
free that entire city. which is now trading with other cities.
Is that one of
Dred-
the ones where we overthrew the government?
Correct.
And-
That was
Okay.
a few months ago when you were level 8 or something.
Yeah, we were just little tykes.
Yes.
We were just little guys. We were all little.
Um,
we were all little Rock'ems.
And just to refresh for those that weren't here, the Deadwood is no longer dead.
Yeah, if you zoom into that, it's no longer dead.
Here, I'll move it.
I planted lots of seeds.
We shot
It's-
the
It's starting to
shot
grow
the-
again, and also the soul tree is starting to flower.
Nice.
And
We've
grass
done a good
is
thing
starting
here.
to grow on this island to the south. Well,
we have done a good
peninsula.
thing.
We've done a good thing. There is a chance that when I die, I will not go to Avernus.
Oh, and Scarwatch is just molten rubble
Well, that
from when
was-
you guys released the lava from the mountain into the keep.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good thing. We did a
Yeah.
good thing there.
We did do a good thing. I
But
don't
basically,
agree.
We
it's a
almost
pile
didn't
of
escape, but we
rock.
did a good
It's a
thing.
pile of melted rock and metal now. If you look in here, I melted it.
The only thing I have to say is fuck those guys.
Yeah, good
So-
riddance. That's what I have to say.
So back in Alraziel, in the library, is where you're having this discussion. So the question is, what is there anything you want to do before you? I mean, basically, you're asked by Celesto in the library. Where would you?
Yes, I want a potion of good weather.
That's
I-
what they asked for on the East Coast.
Yeah.
God.
Arthur very happily says, "Don't worry, it's always good weather where we're going."
oh, you red person.
Always warm.
Shit.
Um,
Straight shite. Yeah.
Maybe some ice packs.
Yeah. Okay. Ice cream. You know, in my bottle, it's
Ice
all
cream.
cold. So can we bring some ice creams?
Ice cream.
Actually,
Those
I'm not
things sit
even
in the
joking. We
freezer.
may be able to bribe people with ice cream.
Yeah, that's fair. I bet they don't have that there.
Yeah, and ice cream in hell.
you
My,
scream.
yeah, right, my
We
bottle
all
is
scream
insulated.
in hell.
You know, that's a business right there. Is an ice cream truck right outside the gates of hell.
Bro, we don't need to fight anyone. We just
Inside of
make
hell.
everyone-
All right.
Commerce.
Nobody will kill us because they'll be afraid we won't bring more ice cream.
Yeah, right. All right, Rockham. I need you to turn and Marty Morph into an ice cream truck. Actually, I'm not joking. That's actually a really good idea. Like, I want to go procure a couple gallons of ice cream and put them in my
The
bottle.
ice cream truck that comes
Agreed.
through my neighborhood plays Christmas music year round. And then goes, hello. Been doing it for over a decade.
I
We've
mean,
got that in the Elote man.
Be a low tape man.
He's got the horn.
so health potions all around, right? Two apiece.
I think we already have some.
We
Okay.
did, but I mean, taking more is probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's never a bad thing to have extra health potions.
You know what?
do you
What
wanna
town? are we
purchase
in?
some?
Yep. In
I
your
did
universe?
send. Now,
Yep.
Celeste says Agnon asked you if you wanted something, and now you can either wait a couple days to have them shipped.
Well,
It's not like they have a storehouse in the temple.
In hell.
No, in,
So let's
in the
do a
The
temple.
temple.
No, you're
Yeah,
still
they
in the
have to
library.
ship it from some of the other temples.
yeah. Could you just like teleport them to us? wherever, could you use our speaking stone, whatever it's called?
Our GPS.
Yeah, our sending stone as like a geolocator and just like boom, whatever we've asked for
Dude,
arrives.
G stands for magic.
We've
So
just
it's
come up
magic
with
positioning system.
we've just come up with 3 amazing businesses, and we no longer need to be adventurers anymore.
Yeah, overnight transporting.
Ice cream in hell, overnight transport, and GPS. I think we're set.
Yes.
Even if like you have to have somebody carry the stuff, like just send a low-level alkalite you don't care about. Like it's fine.
Right.
That's rude. Slave labor.
Who knows? We may need a sacrifice in there.
That's fair.
And some of those little dragon guys. You know what I'm talking about? The familiars, the little dragon guys.
All right,
I'm not a
guys.
magical guy, so I don't know what they're called. They're just little dragons, but they can carry shit.
So we want to what? Top off on 2, or I say we're going to have 3 health potions, right?
Okay.
Who has the the list of all the shit we have?
I think
That's
actually
Rockham, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he is our Stewart.
I've got like the stuff that's on my character sheet, but other than that, I don't
The
know.
bag of holding and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's Rockham.
Well, I guess okay. So, but how much is can't cost that?
I have a bag of holding,
One potion of greater healing. For
but
me
my
and
bag of
Kevin.
holding doesn't seem to have anything in it.
I've got a superior potion of healing. It looks like I only have 1 though, so I should probably get a couple more. I've got-
I have 4, so I can give 2 away, or at least
The,
I don't have any.
the only thing that I've bought since the campaign started was my silver tipped horns. So like I
Yeah,
am
I
swimming
just
in it.
spent 3,000 gold on a flask of oil.
all right.
I've got I've got 2,000 gold and 1,100 platinum. So
Well, in our coffers, we have 18,000 gold.
Yeah, I think we can get the potions. Oh, in this town, would they have things like, since we are going to Boulder's Gate, would they have a potion of haste?
You're not. Are you going to Baldur's Gate?
I think we're teleporting directly into hell.
Sorry. I thought that we were taking their buckshot. All right. No, I think the potions of healing would be fine. Anybody need anything else?
What
I
kind
only
of
have enough
potion of
for,
healing?
like
There's the standard is 50.
a superior healing for each of us.
Yeah, superior's 2,000.
Let's spend it.
I mean, we
Supreme
have.
is 20,000. We can't
Yeah.
afford that.
Our money's not going to be any good if we're dead.
There's greater
mean-
is 200.
Well, we could have 3 greater healing each for 6.
And a greater is 2d4 plus 2. Or wait, no.
No,
4d4 plus 4.
it's
Yeah.
it's about
So possibly 20.
it's
I
20.
think
Potions are always
Well,
maxed.
yeah. That's right. I forgot.
So
You do that
superior
roll.
is a lot more.
Yeah, superior is 40.
Yeah, I don't need any. I have 4 superior. Supreme.
Jesus.
4 supreme.
Oh, you have supreme. That's
You got 4 of them.
60.
Yep, that's what's on my
Yeah.
character.
Holy shit.
I've got a
That's 60
superior.
each.
So if I just take like a couple graders, I think that's fine. Let's be real here. If I get hit by any creature in hell, I'm fucking dead. So
Yes, but if you have healing potions on you, then it's right there and we could use them on you easier.
yeah,
So let's
That's what
do
I
this.
said, but-
Give me a minute. I'm gonna make some requests for you.
sick.
Okay.
If you send
Ridley has
10,000 gold,
no
I'll
potions of
create
healing.
a great package, and I'll throw in some of my savings.
Awesome.
Sick.
Ridley has no potions of healing, but an empty bag of holding.
Also, really doesn't get hit with anything.
That's not true. I got hit in the last fight, but that was my own fault. I put myself in that position. But that's because I can use barbarian math.
Yeah, you get barbarian math and you're always hidden.
Sneaky snacks.
Yeah.
I like to think that Arthur just is doing the robot and moonwalking when we're fighting.
That is so accurate. Arthur is
Right.
literally just in the middle of the fight, like being like he's just like standing there like this. Like so some other enemy is like staring him down and he's just like
That's so funny. Just pop
So
up.
I did a roll for Ridley earlier with the new item that Ridley acquired, and rolled a 17 on attack, and it came up as a 34.
Well, that's fun.
yeah.
So you just have a no more miss stabby.
Yeah. I just make fun of
Potentially.
people. That's nice.
Potentially, a nat one is still a nat one.
Yeah.
There's no way to avoid that, unless you have luck, which I do not. But Gus does.
Yes, he
I have
does.
luck. I have been tried before.
Yeah. I just make fun of
It
people.
does
and
help that I
does-
know what Gus has.
It
They
damages
give
their
you
psyche.
an acolyte comes and says, Mr. Celesto, here is your package, and hands you a small wooden box. And inside there are 10 vials. You have 2 potions of invulnerability.
Oh,
Fuck.
Someone wrote those down. That just means means resistance to all damage, not immune,
Right.
but resistance to all damage. You have 1 potion. Who's writing? You're writing these down, right? 1 potion of gaseous form. 1 potion of giant strength. 1 potion of speed. 4 potions of superior healing. And 1. Oh, I rolled this. Oh, crap. Well, I rolled it. 1 potion of Dragon's Majesty. It is a chrome. Oh no, it's a.
I transform
a-
into an adult dragon? That's fucking sick.
Oh.
for an hour. From a. It is from a brass
so you get lightning.
dragon.
You get some lightning in your life.
And that's what you
We-
find in theirs.
I'll
We
read.
each-
I'll
Yeah,
go
we each
good
got-
at.
Four
we each got
potions
one
of
of
speed.
these.
No,
One, right?
1 potion of speed, 4 potions of superior healing, gaseous
Okay.
form. I've been rolling them, so that's why I asked you to write them down.
That's what I'm trying to do.
We each got one of those little boxes, right?
No. It's 1 box with this stuff in it.
Yeah, that's funny.
And this, and it was, and Rockin says, yes, he says, we expect, these are very, very expensive. And Celesto offered a lot of his stores. You only have to pay 10,000 of this. Because some of
Okay.
these are
Aw.
20,000 gold. So Lesto's
What was the 4 potions?
superior healing.
Okay.
Thank you, Scribe.
Thank you, Scribe, and thank you, Celesto.
Yeah, thank you, Celesto.
Yeah, I tip him a gold piece.
And Celesto's like, yeah, would you
Goldie.
message me that list so I can keep, you're paying 10,000, I'll pay the rest, but message me the list.
For inventory's sake.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna-
misspelled a bunch of shit because I was typing and I don't type very well.
We are going
But,
to have an
yeah, I got it.
enlarged dragon at some point in this campaign, which is going to be sick.
I rolled it.
We're gonna have a kaiju fight.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
dragon.
Enter the Tarask.
Yeah.
Oh, Shorzy. So dumb, but
So dumb.
That was good.
Oh my god. Love Shorzy. I'm looking for a season 2.
So
Yours is so
have
good.
you have you any other things you want to research? That's all we could find on this place.
Do you have anything on the sword of Zariel?
Ooh,
Unfortunately,
good call. I
no,
would've thought
because
about
no
that.
one has ascended or reported on the actual fortress.
Do
Well,
you have
shit.
anything on Zariel?
Other than
Good
he's
question,
an
Gus.
Archduke of Hell,
Hmm.
and
Or sorry, go ahead.
So that means that Zariel is just below Tiamat?
well, the one
Tiamat's
thing
the queen of
the
Avernus,
only
right?
thing you know about Zariel is that in the last Blood War, so Zariel once was an angel who was charged with watching the last Blood War, but like basically fell and succumbed to the influence of the Nine Hells. Asmodeus, though, like the devil, the Archduke, Lord of the ninth layer of hell, the ruler of all hell, admired Zariel and transformed him into an archdevil. Now, unfortunately, Zariel, the rise of Zariel meant the fall of the former rule of Avernus, Bel, a massive pit fiend. Zariel and Bel hate each other. So Bel is now tasked by Zariel to forge weapons and armor and those infernal machines that roam the wasteland. That's all you know.
Huh. Okay.
So we should bring him a fruit basket, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we gotta butter him up a little bit.
So perhaps we should go looking for Bel instead of Zariel.
It's an option.
The enemy of my enemy.
The enemy of my enemy's
again?
enemy. Wait, what?
It's
Rockham
going to
says,
go
but
too
the
deep.
enemy of my enemy
Don't think about
is
it.
my friend, but my enemy of my enemy, which is the demon, is the enemy. So is the enemy of my enemy a friend, or is the enemy of my enemy of the enemy a friend?
Rockham, I think you're stuck in a loop.
Wait, yes. I'm a little confused.
We should perhaps look for
That's a pretty good
Bel.
rockin'.
Bel could potentially help us with
So
if
Bel
we-
from Hell
if we decide
would
to
be like
steal
Zariel from
from
Hell,
or conquer
but Bel
Zariel.
might fight Zariel from Hell. So Bel Hell, Zariel Hell against Tasha Demon.
It's all going to be fine. We're bringing ice creams.
I don't think ice cream is going to last long in Hell, but did you listen to the description?
Sugar cones.
It's very, very hot.
That's why I'm going
That's okay.
In
We
my
have a gust.
You gotta
Oh,
eat it fast.
I see.
We have a gust. Gust can bring the cold, even to hell. Because his dad is a genie.
Mm.
Oh, before we go, I do want to write my dad.
My dad
another-
was a genius too.
Not genius.
No, oh,
genie.
sorry. Genie.
Jinn.
Arthur,
very powerful, godlike,
That's true.
Ah,
at least according to Gust.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I
Well,
mean, look at
I-
his kid.
I'm set for battle. I don't really need anything else.
I
Arthur-
believe it, Gust.
Yep. I mean, I'd like
Oob
to
has confirmed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready. I just want to take a last look around the library because we have never been here before, and I just want to see if there's anything that like sticks out to me. Like,
Cool.
read this if you want to master the universe, like a book like that.
That would be
It means
helpful.
save your
There's
master.
no Masters of the Universe book.
Ridley
Aw.
would look around for any type of thieves' cant in the library, whether it be on books or walls or something like that, indicating something I should look at.
Uh,
I don't have high hopes.
I
Right.
mean, it's a
It's
very
worth it.
small chance. Roll a d100. If you get a 80 or
All
above,
right.
there might be something.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me a second here.
We're gonna find a speakeasy. Come on, Ridley.
Yeah.
Dude, watch this.
45. That's not very good.
Yeah,
Dang.
there's some
Potentially.
thieves can't say we've been banned from the library.
Yeah, that kind of tracks. We're not big on reading.
And now,
Books are
there-
kind of useless.
if you recall, there was thieves can't in our Zeal, but you've been
Mhm.
to that speakeasy already a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. There's also one, if you recall, down in Figro City. And that was actually not only a speakeasy, but your old enemies in the Coliseum now run it.
Hmm.
Oh.
I mean, we could
It's almost
potentially
like
go
we're going
kick
to
some
need
ass
a
and
like
make some
season
money. But
recap with all these things from all
Yeah.
these notes.
Just a
yeah,
lot
we,
of
we
like
could
political-
potentially go back to there and make some more money, but it's not going to do us any good once we get to Avernus. So I don't really see a point in that. I just figured I'd check. It's just some old graffiti here.
I see.
I'm not too interested in the old graffiti. Perhaps we should just move on with our mission. I'm ready to go
Agree.
kill some shit in hell. So I looked at the rest of the party.
No, no arguments.
Celesto's our ride.
Let's do it.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I'll do my
Let's go
best.
fuck
Like,
some shit
where
up.
do you want to get dropped? Like,
Um,
do
the
you want to look at the map again?
Yeah, because I don't remember the name of the place. There's the middle one by the River Styx, the bridge thing that looked like it was half submerged, which wasn't a really good feel to it, but I'd rather stay away from anything that says Tiamat because I've heard a lot of bad things about Tiamat.
Uh-oh.
I have also.
I am not interested in that.
I'm gonna just activate that map.
Not interested in Tia that.
So
No,
we
we
can
we
do
need
our
a little
best.
there's this little bald-headed guy named Dungeon Master that we need in order to go up against Tiamat, and we don't have that. So let's avoid that. The Stygian Dock. Right here in
Okay.
the center by the River Styx. Is everybody with me on that? Oob,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Arthur, Gust, Rockham. I'm trying to be democratic here.
Is that
No.
I'm ready
We
to
trust
go.
your judgment.
Rockham says, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
Let's do it.
To hell.
Does that make sense? We go to
And
the Stygian
hopefully
Dock
back.
and perhaps hide in these mountains until we see the fortress flying nearby, and then we go fuck that shit up?
I'm down.
Do what we got to do?
I like the plan.
I'm here
It
for it.
makes the most sense to me.
It's Miller time.
But there's smarter people here than me. Arthur, Rockham, I'm looking at you.
No, I mean, I think as far as our plan goes, it makes the most sense to be in the middle where we will be closest to the castle to
Now, the other thing before we go, one last thing before we go, one little tiny, minute detail. Are we going to try to talk to Zariel, or are we just going to go and try to steal the sword?
I feel as though if we talk to them, we will not be leaving.
Yeah,
So-
Anybody else?
I mean, if we talk to them, devils like deals. So we're gonna end up working for one of these sons of bitches.
That's what
I'm not opposed to that myself personally, but
I just think we're going to end up paying more than the sword is worth because that has been
got to wind up here anyway. So
the trend has been we make deals with mean creatures.
we've kind of been working with demons more than devils so far.
And dragons. We've worked a lot with
Yeah.
dragons.
Fucking dragons. I hate the dragons. I don't like the dragons. They don't fucking listen. They destroyed our ship
Yeah,
after we made a deal.
they're just mean spirited.
I mean, the one guy did kind of look like a grandpa, so maybe we can talk to him. I mean, I'd like to talk to my dad, let alone my grandpa.
Still haven't gotten a hold of him, huh?
I'll keep on sending him letters.
He still sends you to voicemail?
So
Yeah,
you want me to try to send you to
It's got to respond eventually.
Stygian Dock.
near the Stygian deck? Like,
Yeah, somewhere in that vicinity, not hopefully not too very far away from those mountains that are right there.
Well, we can try for sure. Okay, are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I think.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna be a dragon.
He takes a stone and a little bit of flint, and he opens his hands, and some cold flame comes out of his hands.
At least he's not
And he
using
makes
guano.
he makes a symbol, and a red portal opens up in front of you. And through the portal, you are bombarded with just this smell of the taste of iron and blood, and this smell is overwhelming for those with
Ugh.
olfactory glands.
Oh, Oog doesn't smell it.
I push Rockham.
He just gets a little more melty.
I don't smell a thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
It
just
looks-
push Rockham through.
It does feel. I do feel warm on my arm.
Son of a bitch.
I feel warm.
My God, blessed neighbors are setting off fireworks, scaring my dogs.
Aw.
Fireworks for what?
Yeah.
It's
They're
not a
idiots.
holiday.
No,
Yeah,
no, my
probably.
neighbors are idiots.
Probably.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It might be. It might not be fireworks. It might be the sounds of battle and metal through the portal.
It very much could be. Or
So
bombs from the Air Force Base.
it says, I hope I have a good location. I can only hold this for a minute.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I,
You jump
I,
over?
I push Rockham through and I dive in after him.
Okay.
I jump.
And
Yep.
so
Okay.
rock him first, then Ridley,
Arthur.
No,
Ridley.
not yeah.
No, then Gus.
Ridley.
and then Ridley.
Yeah. Yeah, if Gus is going to jump in after Rockham, I'll dive in right after Gus.
Okay.
And then, yeah, then I can go after Ridley, and Oob can bring up the rear unless Oob is in a pocket.
No, I can bring up the rear. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. I I just called this location 1 because I don't want to tell you where you are.
We
So
have
you
about
walk through the
15
portal.
minutes.
And you are
Good old
you
location.
instantly feel massive heat coming from you, and Rockham goes, "This is uncomfortable." And
Wow,
as
Rockham
you
says it's
as you
uncomfortable.
orient yourself, and
Poor Gust.
the sensory bombardment ebbs a little bit, you see someone sitting on a throne that looks a. Oh wait, why is this? Hold on a second. I have to do something to make the stream viewable. Give me
I
one
see the
second.
stream token, but it's up like in a wall.
Yeah,
Sort of.
I'm moving it. Yeah, it's something with the map. Give me a second. These are new. I disabled the animations because I think that was a problem with the. Just a second.
Oh, this guy looks kind of tough. Oh. Not so sure we want to fight this
There we
guy.
go. Now it's so ahead of you. This is what you see.
Oi, are you in charge of the ACs?
Yeah.
Master of the thermostats?
Dad, as some people might call him.
He looks at you.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, he's got a
And-
cool horse.
The horse is what's actually he's sitting on in front of this huge picture. Looks like an angel with a demonic face and the wings. Don't look, and he speaks to you in Infernal.
I can understand him.
Is he
He
speaking
says-
out loud or like
Out
in our
loud.
heads?
And he says, "What is your business here?"
Ridley
And that's where we're
covers
going to
his
stop
ears.
tonight.
Uh-oh.
Ridley doesn't like the sound. He covers his ears.
He doesn't like the sound.
No, he doesn't like the sound of infernal speech. He covers his ears.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
It is
Ooh, just
not a
like-
pleasant sound.
Welcome to Somewhere in Avernus.
Oh, I'm so excited for next week.
We are visiting Jersey.
It's the Jersey Shore.
The Jersey Shore was in hell. Well, yeah,
I've been there. I can tell you.
it's not much different. All right, we'll see. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye, Jersey.
Bye.